that moment when you became champion, defeating Nick Nemeth and finally getting that crowning opportunity. I remember one of the things that you had last said in our interview was when you spoke about not just having deserved this title, but having earned this title. And you really spoke about just how you have done everything right leading up into this moment, and having that belt on you, obviously signifies that the company is behind you. You have done every single thing right. When the moment actually came, what was that emotion? What was running through your head? And how did you feel, the moment that you held that championship in your hands?
Yeah, it was extremely validating. All the hard work, all of the sacrifice. I think is very important to mention as well. I don't think when people sign up for wrestling, they don't understand how much you're going to have to sacrifice. So for that to be instantly validated, it was a very overwhelming feeling. I remember just all the air leaving my lungs, and yeah, it was a very special moment. I had family there. I had beloved colleagues backstage. It was awesome.
And when you won the title afterwards, I always feel like you when you haven't had the main championship belt yet in a top promotion, right? When you haven't had certain belts, you always have this imagination of what you think or how you feel what it's going to be like, right? You envision in your head oh, this is what it's going to be like when I'm champion. What was your vision, and do you feel like it's been much different? Do you think it's been similar? How were your expectations leading into becoming champion, and how you're feeling about it right now?
What is quite strange is I do a lot of visualization. I just think about how things are going to go. Like when I'm in the gym, I'm visualizing how it's going to go. And what's weird is it kind of went exactly how I wanted it to go and how I thought it would look, even visually. I feel I'd rehearsed it in my mind 100 times. I just knew it was going to happen that way, and it did happen that way. So it was yeah. I was very deliberate with the championship title. I really wanted it to have the air of, when Stone Cold Steve Austin first won the championship title. Some people have different feelings and different emotions when they win the title. And for me, the way that Steve Austin did it in, when he won his first championship was very much right, I'm the guy now, and that's the air that I wanted to put. That's what I wanted to portray. So that was I knew I had a moment to just feel the emotion, and then right, let's get up on that turnbuckle and show the world. That was
Oh
my thought
yeah.
process.
I was about to say, I don't think there's anybody better than trying to have that air of Stone Cold Steve Austin, having that kind of attitude. I was going to say, I feel like you chose definitely a good name right there. And do you feel like it's changed you, as a performer, as a talent, as a wrestler? Has that mindset changed now for you, now having the gold, walking around with, like you said, that different kind of aura in you?
So it has changed things for sure. I think that on the way up, there imposter syndrome creeps in and things like that. But again, this is very much taking a John Cena approach, a Chris Jericho approach to being in that spot, and things that they've both said is pay attention to the metrics, pay attention to the numbers, look at the draw when you are in that championship position. And I now understand that I am providing something valuable for the company, and I'm helping the company. So I feel really good about it now because I know that the spot that I'm in is generating it's doing good business. So that's kind of all the reassurance that I need. So I actually now, before perhaps last year and the year before, I was very much, you don't want to mess up, gotta get it right. Whereas now it's I have to go and deliver. I have to prove on a daily basis that I am who I claim to be, and I'm someone that I can do business for the company. So now when I go out there and wrestle or the segment or whatever, I'm going out there to fulfill my duty as champion. It's a nice feeling. It's a good feeling. I like that responsibility quite literally on my shoulder.